Hi everyone, this is Pat Donaher. I'm coming to you today from Spirit Bear in Native Mass. And I wanted to show you something to play around with that I'm calling Side Plank Running Man. It's a striker for the side body. And I started figuring this one out when I was working with a pose that's been floating around the internet called Moon Peacock. And the pose goes something like this. You take one elbow into your belly, you take the other elbow to the floor, and then from your core, you lift up and start to straighten your legs. Needless to say, that's a pretty challenging pose. And one way to think about it, and there are actually a couple of good videos that I'll put links to, is just to play with that shape and get used to that shape and build strength there. But I know in my own practice, I find that if I start thinking in a pose like that about where else can I turn on in my body to assist that lift, oftentimes I get further faster. So this sequence kind of plays with that idea, specifically serratus anterior, which is a muscle in here, and your oblique abs, your side abs. So you would start, there's three versions, and I'll show all three and do what makes sense for your body. The first is a modified side plank. I'm going to take my photogenic side. So my right hand is on the floor, my right knee is down. As with all side planks, stack the shoulder over the wrist, and I'm pushing into the pinky toe side of my left foot. Left hand can stay at the hip or reach up, either way is fine. And then you press down into the right hand, press down into the left foot, and you just lift the right knee and try to hover it off the mat. And then you bring the right knee down, and you slowly, with control, pull your left knee into your chest. And then just repeat going back and forth for sort of a running man action. For myself, if I go slow and controlled, I feel the work effectively. If I just kind of jerk, it's all in the leg, and it doesn't do much good. And it's not very pretty. So you can do that 5, 10 times until you're sick of it. And that might be enough. But level 2 would be to take it from traditional side plank, where both knees are up. My left foot is in front of my right in this version. And it's the same thing. I push into my left foot, I pull my right knee into my chest, and then I pull my left knee into my chest. So that's level 2, 5, 10 times is good. And I'm just going to switch sides so I'm a little bit balanced. Version 3 would be to do the same thing on your forearm. So this time I'd stack my shoulder over my elbow. I'd set up a side plank on my elbow. Very important here not to let the upper body collapse into the elbow. You want to think of pushing down, spreading the fingers at the hand that's down. And I'm on my left side now, so I'm going to pull my left knee in first. And then I'm going to pull my right knee in. And then just switch back and forth. Whatever version you do on one side, of course, try to do an equal amount on side 2. Might be easier, might be harder. So there is Side Plank Running Man. Take a look at it, play with it, let me know what you think. Namaste.